Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to another edition of my video series here. Still getting started, still just testing everything out. Another video to test the waters on my recording abilities. Again, let me know about the audio, if the microphone is too loud in this video, or if the Pandora music is too loud, or maybe any sound effects in the game. Today we're going to be playing League of Legends. It is MOBA, which stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. Right now it is one of MLG's biggest games, and has the record for highest payout for any type of gaming tournament to date. Today we're probably going to be playing Gragas top, so let me go ahead and queue up for games. Since I'm still getting the hang of everything, and I'm wanting to test and see what type of strain this will put on my computer during gameplay, I'm just going to play normal instead of a ranked for right now, just to show you the gist of everything. Gragas is a pretty versatile champion. He can be played in many places, including top, mid, and even jungle. He's very strong due to his sustain from his passive. On ability use, Gragas takes a drink restoring 2% of his max health over 4 seconds, and that does scale as you go into levels. So, you have pretty good sustain just off of spamming your abilities. His W allows him to take a lot of decreased damage, and also gives him back a certain amount of mana, and gives him AD in lane if you max that either first or second. It gives you an easy way to trade with your laning partner. You taking the decreased damage during the duration, and dealing increased physical damage, which people don't really expect too much on Gragas. Since it is solo queue and normals, I normally state top a few times at the very beginning, just to make sure that I can get it. Huh. Mid Aatrox. I honestly haven't seen Aatrox in a game in a very long time. I still have sound effects on the game turned on, so tell me if things like picking the champion, you know, their line that they say, if that's a little bit too loud, annoying, or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to go over my runes and masteries that I'm going to be playing with him. I'm going with my AP runes, which consists of 21 ability power, which gives me that early game damage. I am going to be building AP Gragas instead of the Bruiser. 1.5% movement speed. I like to take movement speed on in my runes with 1 MS or movement speed Quint, because I believe movement speed is a very, very, very important aspect of this game. It allows you to get the lane faster, so you miss out on less XP, get more CS. If you're chasing an opponent, you can chase them easier. If you're trying to run away, it's easier to get away. Movement speed is just an all-around very good in this game. Armor 13, because most of the time the enemy top will be attack damage. And 7.8 magic pen, just to get my damage through a little bit better. My masteries here, my AP. 4 in sorcery for the 5% cooldown reduction, 3 in mental force, 1 in exposed weakness. Excuse me. Well, I'm not going to be able to read it off in time. It's 2190. You can pause this page and look at it if you care to. Excuse me. Now, I used shift window to actually put this in full screen, because with using XSplit, which is the recorder that I use, the League client has to be in windowed mode for it to actually be able to record it. So you simply set it to windowed mode, and then use shift window to grab it and trigger a sequence on it, which will make it full screen essentially while it's still in windowed mode. Okay, kind of confused about my team. I guess that's support Warwick along with the Ashe down in bot, and mid Rise, top Gragas with Leona in the jungle. Looks like I'm gonna be going up against Rengar, or maybe they have support Rengar top Sion. Honestly, in solo queue, especially in normals, it's really hard to tell who you're going up against because since this isn't for rank, people have a lot of fun in normals and will do things that aren't exactly in the meta, but more just fun to play. And I like to do that a lot. Just get on really troll champs, take them wherever you want to. That's how I started with top Gragas. I just saw one streamer doing it for a little while. I think it was Wings of Death, actually, who I first saw do it. And he was really the person that turned me on a lot to Gragas as a champion. He was the one that I was watching whenever I found out about his buff to his E, which is his body slam. He goes forward, and to everything that he hits with his body slam, it used to be before the patch that the damage is split up evenly between the targets, but now every single target gets full damage, and so that made him deal so much more damage in the game. It was a huge buff to him. Let's see, I'm going to start off with the Doran's Ring, 2 health pots, and the Warding Trinket. The Doran's Ring will give me 60 health, which will help me a little bit in lane with the early tankiness, because 60 health is enough to mitigate at least 1 auto and from the enemy champion, as well as 2 or 3 autos from creeps or minions after you take in the armor reduction. The 15 ability power brings my ability power up to 45, which is actually pretty good to have just starting off. It's pretty high. And 3 mana regen per 5 seconds, pretty good. Whenever I'm going up against an enemy top laner who I feel like I really want to win lane, but they're an AD champion, I'll go 3 Doran's Rings. But if I'm wanting to wait until late game and just really farm it out and play passively, I'll go ahead and get my Seeker's Arm Guard so I can build that into my Zhonya's earlier and be able to just roam around, make a few more plays. Zhonya's gives you a lot of potential. But the early Doran's, stacking them in lane is definitely, that's what stacking Doran's items is for, is winning in lane. And if you stack Doran's items and lose in lane, it's going to put you pretty far behind in the game, because eventually you're going to item block yourself, which is where all your item slots fill up because you bought a bunch of Doran's Rings or Doran's items. And so you're going to have to sell them back, and they sell back at a decreased value, so you lose out on a lot of money whenever you try that strategy. So just be sure whenever you do buy a lot of Doran's items that you're sure that you're going to win that lane. Let's start with my Gu generally. It's his most damaging ability. It's pretty much AP Gragas' bread and butter. And, oh, don't know how I missed that one. It looks like I am going up against the 80 Scion top here. I don't see how I'm missing the CS. I guess it's just a millisecond too late. I'll get the damage off on him and make him walk through my creeps as he's attacking me. Get a little bit extra damage. Right now my CS is suffering from those first few that I'm not too sure how I missed. So he got that level in before me pretty well. Whenever you finish off the W, like I was saying earlier, you get damage reduction, which is very nice. And so that's why I barely took anything in that trade with him. And you also get the increased auto attack damage, which sometimes that can kind of mess you up in CSing because you'll over assume how much damage that you have. See, he's level 3, and he did get that little level advantage over me. That's why I'm playing pretty passively right now. Not wanting to run into a Scion who's ahead of me and just get wrecked early. Oh, honestly, I did not see that creep ahead of me, so I body slammed trying to get the creep behind it and ended up just body slamming right into that one. That was a mistake for me. I'm playing pretty silly right now. Still one of my first times recording, so I'm still just, go ahead and say it, a little bit nervous. Song's changing on Pandora, so it seems like I'm getting a lot of lag right now. Leona was coming up, so I was going to see if we could get a gank off on him. But Leona turned around, and so I did too. Wasn't wanting to miss out on the CS. It looks like the Scion is going back. He just placed his ward. That's how we knew that she was coming up. Oh, he's not going back. Okay, Wukong's here. I noticed that Wukong was on my mini-map here, and so I backed off. Gonna just play a little bit more passive. Alright, I'm pretty here, so there's not too much more that I can do at this point. I played early game pretty silly, so I'm behind quite a few CS. Didn't really harass them like I wanted to, force them out of lane. So, but see, the good thing with Gragas is that pretty much no matter how bad you do, you can always come back into the game because you're Gragas, and your base damage is just so ridiculous. So right now I'll just keep farming. Signal that he left. Alright. That was bad. I thought I could get all those CS. I just, I guess comboed it wrong. I'm scared to go out and fight him just because of how much AD Scion has even early. See, he already has 143.
I'm on it.
So that's pretty scary.
Oh yeah.
I'm not too sure what the Rise was trying to do there. He was complaining about auto-pathing. So, guessing he meant to go around, but just clicked up here and didn't really watch it. Ended up making him go the other way.
Let's get this party started.
I got that little bit of level advantage on him just from all the people coming up to gank for me. They stayed just long enough to run him off, but not long enough to actually leech off of my XP, really. Alright, I got him to ult. I'm not really going to do much more out of that. I know that I couldn't beat him in a 1v1 whenever he did ult. So now that I've gotten that out, just going to fall back, play a little bit more passive, wait for that to run out. He's probably going to back afterwards. He is up 20 CS on me, which is very bad. But as soon as I go back and get something, I'm probably going to get my Chalice, so I won't go and that'll greatly increase the CS that I'm going to be able to get, and just the harass I'll be able to do onto him. Just help me out overall in this game. Chalice is a very good item on Gragas. I normally don't get it if I'm up against an AD champion, just because Chalice is kind of it gives you so much of that magic resist. But then again, even though Scion is going AD, he has a lot of base AP stats from his shield and his stun, so it'll mitigate a good bit of damage. I'm trying to push this out as fast as I can. Not able to just because I was looks like no one's in the position to come and hold this for me. Okay, on that back, I'm gonna go ahead and actually go for my Athene's build, Athene's Unholy Grail. I'm gonna rush that and then go for my armband afterwards. I was able to pick up a kill there, even though I botched my ult. Okay, now I'm caught up to par with the Scion in CS, and also I'm a kill ahead of him. So that right there pretty much completely caught me up back in this game. As you can see with League of Legends, it's an easy game to get back into. The game developers, that's one thing that I really liked about it. Even if you get really behind early game, you can always come back. The team can always throw. And so there's a lot of outplay potential throughout all of this game. One problem with Scion that I'm going up against, for him, not for me, it's actually a good thing for me, is that yeah, he does a lot of damage, especially if you go an AD Scion. But he misses out on his if you've already used can't talk. If he's already used his stun, he doesn't really have a way to catch back up with you. And so he needs more gap closers or like a red buff to really be able to chase people down and kill them. Without that, after his stun, you can simply just walk away from like an E away, and he won't be able to get much damage off on me. That's why I'll go up to him, bait out his ult, and then just run away. Wait for that to go down, and then go in for my chance for a kill. That's pretty much my plan. Let's see, that Wukong's 2-0 right now. Wukong jungle's pretty strong. I have this blue buff that I got from the Scion that I really like. See? I just used my spells on the creep wave and didn't even worry about him. And he couldn't even do anything really to punish me for it. There we go. I baited his ult and his cutlass, and I didn't really have to trade anything for it. Just one health pot and do my W and just really sit back and wait again. And now we just rinse and repeat while he has nothing. I'm holding the creeps here so the tower won't kill them too fast, and so it'll actually freeze the lane a little bit more. Get him to come out towards me, give me a little bit more kill potential. I think he was just warding right there. Again, I botched with my ulti, but ended up, through luck and him just wanting to, his problem there was that he fought me in my creep wave, and so my creeps actually probably did about like 20 to 30% of the damage to him. But my ult, I planned on sending him back into the turret range for him to get a tower shot, and I thought that would definitely kill him. But I ended up just putting him over to the wall because I botched it again.
I'm on it.
Yeah, my map awareness is something that I'll definitely have to work on whenever I'm playing, especially with streaming, getting all used to it. Overall, I've never really had too good of map awareness, and that's something that I'm really wanting to work on to become a better player. But even though she was being in there, I did try to come and help. I came through here, thinking that I would be able to lead off the person, whoever they were coming. But turns out that didn't really happen. Okay, the 3-man gank without my ultimate under tower like that, there was nothing I could really do there. And I had just used my E to come up for that minion before I saw the rest of them coming up. I honestly didn't expect that. See, the thing, how this works in normals, but it would never work in ranked, is that, yeah, they do this and they're taking towers, but see, absolutely nothing is happening in other lanes. In a real game such as ranked, my whole team would be pushing in a different lane while they're having to, having trouble with that, and we'd be taking objectives like Dragon, rather than trying to come and hold this lane off 100%. And so that actually wouldn't happen like that. Easy kill on Rengar there. He stayed too long. Even though I did just have that happen to me and put me just a little bit behind, I'm still looking pretty good in this game. 108 CS. I'm behind from that. But as far as kills go, I'm doing pretty well.
Let's get this party started.
I don't know when Dragon was done, or if they've even done it yet. Just gonna roam down here to check it. Oh, that was not good. My E actually. I tried to E away from him because I saw the whole team coming up, but he actually did something very good and stepped in front of me, so my E would hit him, so I wouldn't be able to actually escape with it. And I kept on trying to ult everyone away from me, but the little tiny bits of CC that they had, well, I say little tiny bits, the Wukong knockup, and then the, I don't know if Sion stunned me, but the Q, Quinn, whenever she Qs to you, she knocks you back just a little bit. And so that actually acts as like a CC while that's happening, and
An ally has been slain.
you can't do anything. This game doesn't look like it's going too well. Looks like my bot lane didn't do too great, all in all. But still having fun, still having a good game on Gragas. Come down here, try to help defend this.
Let's get this party.
I thought it'd be enough to kill him. It wasn't. Oh well. One thing that I've learned is this Leona's trying to get a rise out of me, just because she's not too happy with how the way the game's going. So she's trying to either make herself feel better by blaming someone else, or just trying to point out everything else that someone else is doing wrong. But honestly, in that situation, I didn't do anything wrong. She was saying, "Why didn't you wait for your double E?" But it wouldn't have been up in time. I'd already used my E. And it was on cooldown until about right there. He would have been into tower range trying to do that, and then I wouldn't be able to get him. He definitely would have been able to outplay me there. This Ashe is dead. There's nothing really I can do to her. I thought it was only 2 people, so we could make it a 2v2. But whenever I saw that third one running up, I knew that there was nothing I could do. So I'm just going to go ahead and back off. They could easily, my team, since all this is going on, like places like bot, they could just go and push like mid or top. Oh. Honestly, I forgot about the Scion's son. I'm really not used to playing against a Scion, so I forget what all he does at times. The Scion's a really rare champion to see anymore, so I completely forgot he had something like that stun, and just that amount of damage output to be able to burst me down so fast. But it looks like my team did pretty good, and ended up... Oh, come on, you can get... Okay, cool. They ended up getting 3 for 1 like that, or 3 for 2, sorry. Our Leona died. So, especially whenever you're behind, trading kills like that, like say 1 for 1, or in this case a 2 for 3, is very good on our point, or our part, because they're already behind. Don't know why I did that. Actually, yeah, I did. Gonna go ahead and pick up the needlessly large rod for my Zonius. Get a little bit more damage, head out. We haven't really done anything this game, as you can see here. We haven't pushed out any lanes, we haven't gotten any objectives at all, and objectives is 100% what wins games. So without that, we're going to be very far behind in this game. It's going to end up screwing us, just because we haven't capitalized on any kill that we've gotten, anything that we've done. While my team's doing that, instead of coming to help them because there's nothing that I could do, I'm just going to go ahead and take top tower here, and then immediately back to try to save our mid. Oh! The minions stopped my recall. If they sent someone to kill me, that'll definitely screw me over there. But they're going to be able to get a lot of damage off onto this tower, which I would have been able to stop them earlier.
Oh, yeah.
She's saying focus Wukong. Wukong is 6-1. He's pretty terrifying right now. He has his Black Cleaver and the Spirit of the Lizard Elder as a jungler item, which gives him even more damage. So right now he's pretty much a DPS machine. Alright, good job. Team could, since I followed Wukong and got him killed, team followed up, got the rest of them. Push mid. We really need to get an objective out of this, because without it, we're not really capitalizing and we're not doing anything with all this gold.
Get this party started.
Right now, I'd really like to get my tier 2 boots. I botched and threw my barrel in front of him, thinking that he would run that way, try to dodge it, but he ended up just staying in place. So I messed up there. If I had just put it on top of him, I would have been able to beat him. Feel kind of silly about that. Nerves got me in the point of going too hard. They are a heavy AD team, but now that I already got my Zonias, I'm just going to go ahead and, let's see, are they building any magic resist? No, none of them actually so far have built any magic resist at all. So instead of going for my Void Staff to cut through any of that, I think I'm just going to wait for my needlessly large rod for my death cap. Just go pretty big damages right now because I was about to say me and Rise are only AP damage, but he seems to actually be doing pretty well for himself. He's 9, 6, and 7, 6, 4, and 1. I did not realize that they got the inhibitor up here. That must have happened while we were messing around bot. That's pretty bad. Inhibitor means a lot. Not as much as it used to.
Get some.
To make it off the cry, I apologize a trillion times. Right now, that Scion could tear me apart pretty easily. We really need something like CC, crowd control, to be able to beat him. Yeah, that Rise was fucked. I saw the Wukong come up and the Scion got the stun off on him, so there's not really much he could do there. Right now I'm just going to stay here, wave clear for my team. Hopefully that'll be able to help them. Ping her back. Looks like they're all rotating bot. Again, the problem with this game is just we never got any objectives, and so getting objectives late game is a lot harder than it is earlier. So we're struggling pretty hard right now.
Get some.
See, they waited there to kill me after my Zonia, but it seems like my team was able to clean up after that. That was a good, they should have backed off whenever they saw the Quinn there, but they didn't. She's pretty big. I'm notorious for buying wards and then never using them, and I'm sorry. Like I said before, my map presence is something that I really, or map awareness is something that I really need to work on to get better at the game. Still working on that. I didn't realize that I had my Ignite up either. I would have killed the Wukong with the Ignite instead of trying to go for the E on him, which ended up getting me killed. Right now this Quinn is pretty strong. I don't think I'll be able to take her on by myself.
Enemy rampage. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
I'm on it.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Don't get pushy.
Yeah, there's nothing I can really do here. That's the end of the game. We just didn't get any objectives, and their team got pretty big, feeding off of my team. So there's nothing else I could do there. But overall, I think I did an okay job. I mean, there are, quite a few things I could have done better, but I'm not going to put the blame for this game on me. GG, either way. Oh! Oh! They're saying Rengar and Ice Carry, but all of them pretty much seem to be around 9-8 kills. They all seem to be doing pretty well. And most of them beat CS for our team.
Get some.
Every now and again, I'll try to, I think that, like, I exploded my Gragas barrel, and then I realized that it didn't go off, and I'm waiting for them to change it, so, whenever you click it twice, whenever you throw it, if you hit Q twice immediately, for it to detonate as soon as it gets to the place where it needs to be at. But it hasn't done that yet. Pretty sure Riot developers will make that happen. Right now, I assume that they're going to do Baron, just, kind of get that little bit of, like, FU in our face, and then they're gonna end the game. Nothing we can do about it right now. The whole team's sitting in base, don't have any wards out anywhere. And if one of us gets picked off, it's pretty easy to capitalize on that, especially for them. This pink ward is pretty dumb, seeing how it's right beside the tower, which has the True Vision on it. I don't know if that was an accidental place or if they actually meant to do that or what. Alright, I was able to get the Banshee's Veil down from that Q. That's all I was trying to do. He won't have that up for another 45 seconds. So maybe in that time I'll be able to land a barrel. They could come up and just attack the Nexus and end it without us being able to kill them fast enough, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and get my home guard boots.
Don't get pushy.
At least I was able to get the Wukong at the end. Oh well. Well, that's my game as Gragas top, you can see I messed up a little bit in the early game with my CS was pretty low, and I should have been able to actually beat out that Scion easier. I was just a little bit nervous from recording it and just practicing talking and keeping everything going on in the game all at the same time. Even though I lost, it was still a pretty good game on my part overall. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. You might have learned something from it, and I will see you next time.